Operation Red Beach, Turn 1, Japan. This is Panzer George playing, and we're going to start with our production. So we have 26 IPCs, and we're going to use all of it. We're going to get one transport, one minor factory, one infantry, and then $4 to spend on research. So we've got a number of moves here, as you can see on the board. I'm going to put that down so we can do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some moves into China. So Johal, we're going to move into Chahar, 2 infantry. We're going to move an artillery into Anhui. We're going to move the 3 infantry from Hantung and an artillery into Anhui. We're going to move the 3 infantry that are in Kiangsu into Anhui, as well as the 1 artillery. In Kiangsi, we have 2 infantry. We're going to move those into Hunan, 2 infantry and an artillery. This 1 infantry in Kiangsi is going to be loaded on this transport, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and do a friendly wave at the British battleship. We're also going to have this cruiser along for support, and we're going to land in Thailand. Of course, the people in Thailand are very enthusiastic about us being there. From Kwangsi, we're going to be sending in 3 infantry and an artillery into Yunnan. And we're going to have a transport in Japan with 2 infantry moving down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to be sending in 2 paratroopers, and we have 1 movement left. And I've actually got to get my movement marker, so just bear with me for a second. So we have 1 movement left with that transport. Also in C-Zone 20, up here we have a transport, and we're going to be taking a tank and as well as an infantry, and we're going to be going to Indochina. So we're going to be taking this. Just give me 2 seconds here. I want to see which infantry that was. Okay, so a tank and an infantry from Indochina on this transport. 1, 2, 3. Landing into Indochina, as well as a cruiser and a battleship so we have our cruiser and battleship from C-Zone 20 moving down 1, 2, 3. So we're going to be supporting that attack in Indochina. And then from Manchuria, we have a tactical and we have a fighter, and they're going to be flying down 1, 2, 3 into Hunan, and we're going to have this one point left. So I'm just going to have that die representing both groups flying in. And from C-Zone 19, this is C-Zone 19 here. We're going to be, okay, I believe that's a non-combat move. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, that's non-combat. So I think I've done. Okay, so then I have these 2 fighters, a fighter and a tactical in Kiangsu, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and attacking Yunnan, and that's going to have one. So you notice the theme here, all of these units, and the one movement allows them all to land in this one area, Kwangsi. So I have this fighter from Taiwan is going to go 1, 2, 3. So it's going to have one movement left, and it's going to be landing on a carrier here. So that's why this one can land there. And that's it for my combat moves. So now I'm going to roll the dice. So Yunnan, I've got 4 defending infantry, Chinese. Attacking, I've got a artillery supported with a supported infantry. I've got 4 unsupported infantry. And I've got a fighter, and then I've got a tactical, which is paired with the fighter. So hopefully you can see that. So what I've got is for Japan, I got 4 unsupported infantry. I've got 2 infantry and artillery paired. I've got a fighter, and I've got a tactical bomber. So I'm going to roll all those, and I got to get 4 hits. Wow. Okay, so that's a total miss. Unfortunately, I think you can see that very clearly, so they get to fire back. They get 2 hits. So I lose my paratroopers, but I'm going to keep fighting. So I'm attacking with 2 less paratroopers. This time I get 3 hits. That's much more respectable. They get to fire back, of course. This time they miss. Okay, so that sort of makes up for the previous turn. Okay, so we fire again. There's only one remaining. So I've got 1 tactical, 1 fighter, 2 paired, and 2 infantry. And I score 4 hits that time, so they're definitely dead. But they do get to fire back. And they miss. So Hunan, that's 2 Chinese infantry. It's 2 Chinese infantry. I've got an infantry and an artillery paired. I've got 2 fighters, and I've got 2 tacticals paired with 2 fighters. So that's a total of 2 Japanese infantry plus an artillery, 2 fighters, and 2 tactical versus 2 Chinese. So 2 tactical paired with 2 fighters with 2 paired and 1 unsupported. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. So there's 7. I need to get 2 hits. And I get 4 hits, so they're definitely dead. They get to fire back, though. And they score 1 hit back. attack is on Vichy, France. So here I have one Vichyite, and we have one Japanese infantry, one tank, and one fighter coming in, plus a battleship and a cruiser, just to let them know we're serious. So battleship, cruiser, a tank, and a fighter, and one unsupported infantry. I get 3 hits, so he's definitely dead. He fires back, and he misses. Okay, so now I'm going to do my non-combat moves. Okay, so I have a submarine in C-Zone 20. I'm going to move to C-Zone 4 over there. You know, we're just watching a potential enemy spot. We're sending a destroyer into C-Zone 16. Again, just waving friendly at the Americans. The submarine's cruising off the coast of Russia. Again, just being friendly, making a wave there. I'm sending these 2 carriers down, 1, 2, 3, into C-Zone 36. So my one fighter, which participated in Indochina, is going to land there on that one carrier. All the other units in this area are going to land in Guangxi. So how I'm going to indicate that is I have this token. It's called Project Uplift. That honors the handicapped Canadian veterans. I'll give you a story on that a little bit later. So what I'm going to do is this container is going to have all the fighters and whatever else. I'm going to have that hiding in Mongolia because, you know, they're friendly neutrals. So all the units that were in the battle will be put in this one area. So you have it up there. And I can take off these markers. Just to make sure it's all nice and tidy. Okay, so when I land in Thailand, of course, I get 4 people because the Thais are very enthusiastic about us coming. That's 4 Thai volunteers. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this transport here in C-Zone 19 is going to take this artillery and this infantry, and we're going to move down 1, 2 into C-Zone 36, and we're going to land these 2 units in Guangxi. As well, we're going to move our battleship and destroyer down into C-Zone 36, as well as the submarine. We're also going to move the destroyer and these units here in Caroline Islands. We're going to be moving those 1, 2, 3, all in this one area, along with the destroyer. This transport is going to pick up 2 units in Japan and move down 1, 2, 3, and we're also going to land in Guangxi. So we're going to put that transport up in that area. We're going to move our 2 fighter bombers from Japan, Sea of Japan, and land on the carriers. fly down this this one fighter. So we should be able to land on the carrier there. Okay, we have this one fighter. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be in Kwangsi. This fighter in Korea is going to move to Johal. And one fighter from Japan is going to fly down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One fighter and one tactical are both going to be in Kwangsi. So all those units are there. Just verifying if I moved everything. I'm going to change this chip. This is an infantry, so I'm going to put that down here. So we have one infantry in Japan. So we have one fighter, one tactical. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to put some Japanese markers on. So we have Thailand, we have French Indochina, we have Yunnan, we have Hunan, we have Anhui, and we have Chahar. Also, I'm going to move these units from Korea into Manchuria. And I'm going to move this mech unit down. 1, 2. That's also going to go into Anhui. And I've got this fighter in Okinawa. 1, 2, 3. It's also going to go down in this area here. Okay, and I think I've completed everything. So now I'm going to put on my units. So I'm going to put in one transport in Sea of Japan. I'm putting in one factory, minor factory in Kiangsu. And I'm putting one infantry in Japan. So disposition of forces. So in Sea Zone 37, I have one cruiser and one transport. In Thailand, I have 5 infantry. French Indochina, I have a tank and an infantry. In Yunnan, I have 3 infantry, 1 artillery. Hunan, I have 1 infantry, 1 artillery. Anhui, I've got 6 infantry, 1 mech, 3 artillery. In Kwangsi, I've got 3 infantry and 1 artillery. As well, in Project Uplift, I've got 2 transports, 4 tactical and 2 for 6 fighters. In Sea Zone 36, I've got 3 carriers, I've got a submarine, I've got 3 destroyers, I've got 2 transports, I've got 2 battleships, 1 cruiser, 2 transports, 3 destroyers, 1 submarine, 3 carriers, 3 fighters, and 3 tacticals. Palau, I've got 1 infantry. Caroline Islands, I've got an AA and 2 infantry. Iwo Jima, I've got 1 infantry. Japan, I've got 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 AA, 1 fighter, 1 tactical. Sea Zone 16, I've got 1 destroyer. Sea Zone 4, I've got 1 destroyer or 1 submarine. Sea Zone 6, I've got 1 transport. Manchuria, I've got 10 infantry and 1 AA. Johal, I've got 1 fighter. And I think I mentioned Chahar, but just in case Chahar, I've got 2 infantry. So I think that concludes my turn. And for my IPC count, I had a base of 26, with having Chahar, Anhui, Hunan, Yunnan, Indochina, Thailand. I have a total of 33, no bonuses, and no convoy attacks. So that's my turn. Thank you very much.